It was late at night when she noticed the voice message. The room was quiet, not a peaceful quiet, but the kind that presses gently on your chest. The lights were dim, and the city outside her window had slowed into a soft hum. Cars passed sometimes. Far away, a light flickered from a building across the street. She sat on the edge of her bed with her phone in her hand, scrolling without really seeing anything. She had been doing that a lot lately, filling empty moments so she would not have to feel them. She was tired, but sleep did not want her. Her body was heavy, but her mind kept moving. That was when she saw it, one unread voice message. The date surprised her. It was old, much older than she expected. Her thumb hovered over the screen. She tried to remember why she had never opened it. Maybe she was busy, maybe she was afraid. Maybe she told herself she would listen later. Later has a way of becoming never. She took a slow breath and pressed play, not expecting anything, not prepared for what came next. At first there was only silence, a few seconds where nothing happened. She almost thought the file was broken. Then she heard a soft breath. And then her name. Her name spoken in a voice she knew better than she wanted to admit. Her heart tightened instantly, like it remembered something her mind had tried to forget. It was his voice, calm, familiar, slightly unsure, the way it always was when he did not know how his words would land. She had not heard that voice in years, not even in her dreams anymore. She felt her throat close, but she stayed still, she listened. He said he did not know if she would ever hear this message. He said he almost deleted it many times. He laughed quietly, that small nervous laugh she remembered so well. He said he was not good at saying things at the right time. That line alone made her eyes burn. He said he just wanted to say a few things, even if this message stayed unheard. Forever, he started with an apology, not a dramatic one. Not for one big moment, but for many small ones. He said he was sorry for the times he did not listen all the way, for the times he thought he understood but really did not, for the days he chose silence because it felt easier than asking difficult questions. He said he was sorry for assuming she would always be there. Sorry for believing time was unlimited. As she listened, her mind drifted backward to moments she had not visited in a long time. Small moments, ordinary ones. Sitting side by side, not talking. Walking without a plan. Sharing things that felt too simple to matter back then. They mattered now. She closed her eyes. The room felt smaller, as if the past was quietly filling every corner. He talked about how life became loud, how responsibilities piled up without asking, how he thought being busy meant being strong. He said he was wrong. He said he learned that too late. His voice stayed steady, but there was a tired sadness underneath it, not sharp, not dramatic, just honest. He said he finally understood that silence can hurt more than words, that not choosing is still a choice. Her chest felt tight, but there was no panic in it, just weight, the kind you feel when something true settles inside you. He paused for a moment, then continued. He said he hoped she was doing well. He hoped she was taking care of herself. He hoped she was sleeping enough. That part broke something open in her. Tears rolled down her face, slow and quiet. She did not wipe them away. She let them fall, one after another, onto her hands. She realized she had never really allowed herself to miss him. She had stayed busy, she had stayed strong. Or at least she had tried to look that way. Missing him felt like moving backwards, so she avoided it. Now it was here, gentle but unavoidable. He said he did not expect anything from her, no reply, no forgiveness, no reopening of old doors. He said he just needed to say these things out loud, to let them exist somewhere outside his head. He said, if she was listening, then the message had already done what it needed to do. That sentence stayed with her. She felt it settle deep inside. He thanked her for the memories, for the time, for the way she changed him without even trying. His voice grew quieter near the end, almost a whisper. Then there was silence again. The message ended. The screen went dark. She did not move right away. She stayed sitting on the bed, phone resting in her hands, as if it might speak again. The air in the room felt different now. Heavier, but also softer. like something had been placed down after being carried for too long. She hugged a pillow to her chest, holding it there as if it could keep her steady. Her thoughts moved slowly now. There was no rush. She understood something in that stillness. Some words do not come when we want them. They come when we are ready. To hear them, she had not been ready before. Tonight she was. Her mind wandered to all the moments she almost reached out. All the drafts she never sent. All the nights she stared at her phone and then put it face down. She had always wondered what she would say if they ever spoke again. Now she realized something else. Not every message needs an answer. Some messages are not asking for a response. They are asking for peace. That understanding felt strange, but calming. She stood up slowly and walked to the window. The city below was quiet. A few lights were still on. Somewhere, someone else was awake, sitting with their own thoughts, listening to their own memories. That idea made her feel less alone. She stood there for a while, just breathing. Then she went back to her bed and lay down. She pressed play again, not to hurt herself. Not to reopen wounds, but to remember. To listen without fear this time. As the message played again, she noticed things she missed before. The way his voice softened when he said her name. The way he paused before certain words, the care in his tone. She realized love does not disappear just because people do. It changes shape. It becomes memory. It becomes understanding. It becomes something quieter, but still real. When the message ended again, she placed her phone on the bedside table. Her breathing slowed, her shoulders relaxed. For the first time in a long while, she felt ready to sleep. In the days that followed, the message stayed with her. Not loudly, not like a storm, more like a soft echo. She went through her routines, work, meals, conversations, but something inside her had shifted. She found herself paying more attention, listening longer, speaking more honestly. She noticed how often people say later when they really mean I am afraid. She noticed how silence fills spaces when words are delayed too long. Some nights she listened to the message again. Not every night, just when she needed to remember. Each time it felt a little lighter. Not because it mattered less, but because it had found its place. She stopped seeing it as a reminder of loss and started seeing it as a lesson. A gentle one, a human one. It reminded her that people are not permanent, that moments do not wait, that love asks to be spoken while it still can be. One evening, she sat with her phone and thought about all the people in her life now. The ones she talked to often, the ones she kept meaning to call. She thought about the words she had been saving. She realized she did not want to leave anything unsaid if she could help it. She sent a message that night. A simple one, honest, nothing perfect, just real. When she pressed send, her heart beat faster, but it felt right. Time moved on as it always does. The memory of the message did not fade, but it softened. It became part of her story, not the center of it. She carried it with her like a quiet guide. When she felt unsure, she remembered his voice saying the things he waited too long to say, and she chose differently when she could. Sometimes, late at night, she thought about him, not with regret, but with warmth. She hoped he had found peace too. She hoped he had learned to speak sooner. She hoped he knew his message mattered. In its own quiet way, it changed her. If you're listening to this story now, maybe you have a message you have not opened, or words you have not sent. Maybe you think there will be more time. Maybe you are waiting for the right moment. The truth is, the right moment is often just now. Say the words, make the call. Listen when your heart tells you to. Some messages arrive late, but some do not have to.